Welcome back to Wani Hug that Gator. Just a reminder to everyone to please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And if you're enjoying the series so far, then don't forget to subscribe to the Zuza Zaleno channel. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching in the first place. Now please enjoy the video. Oh, yo! I actually completely forgot we were with the whole crew as well. And our darling Liz. Oh, we fucking love Liz. If I had to put characters in terms of order, aside from Olivia, I think Liz is at the top. I love Liz. Dude, this place is the bomb! Oh, we got Damien Poggers again, hell yeah. We used to scrounge for change to come here after school. Pretty dang loud here. You gonna be alright having to speak up more? Of course I am. What do you take me for, a kid? Sorry. I appreciate the concern. Liz scowls as she peels her boot from the floor with a loud shh. Ah, ugh. Damien, you could have warned me. Damien's taken off toward a nearby coin machine, fistfuls of bills at the ready. I could have told you too. I've been here before. So why didn't you warn me about the stickiness? Liz's head lowers to a bridge of snoot pinching levels. Well, you two kind of dropped this on me at the last minute. But I still remember this place pretty well. Great, you can show Inko around and I'll go with Damien. Ah, look at her! For fuck's sake, come on, look! Those two-player gun thingies look fun to try out. You mean the light gun games? Yeah, those ones. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me that Liz was banking on splitting a part from the start. So it would give me ample opportunity to have some alone time with Olivia. Just to get to know her more, of course. Whoa. Liz! I think I broke this one's joystick! Liz sighs heavily through her nose. Seriously, Damien? Oh, come on, it's perfectly even and fair. You sure about this, Liz? We could just all stick together. Longneck Dino looks around the arcade nervously. Huh? As much as I want to protest the suggestion, it might be for the best. Liz wants to stick with Damien, probably to make sure he doesn't do more damage. Olivia knows his place well, so she'd know all the best games. We've already been spending time together at school, so why not? I'm not against the idea, just, Alright, glad you agree. Liz takes this as a cue to leave, and she quickly pulls Damien away deep into the arcade to bang behind some of the arcade booths. Meanwhile, Olivia begins to roll ahead, but stops and gives me an annoyed look. Come on already! Right. As soon as I step closer, Olivia resumes her casual roll down the aisleway. Olivia's eyes seem distant as she looks over the various game cabinets in the room. Silver iris dancing to and fro, a soft hum resonating from her mouth. I try to follow where her gaze lingers, but she seems to be constantly drifting to something new every other moment, while deep in her own thoughts. And as we carry on slowly, the creeping awkwardness in my stomach gnaws away at me. I have no clue what to do right now. The point of this excursion was to relax. Feels rude to interrupt her, but she definitely knows better than me. Say, Olivia. My voice brings her back to the current moment with a start. My hand's maneuvering her chair around to look at me fully. What game should we try first? Baryonyx shrugs her shoulders. Anything? Okay, then how about one of your favorites? My favorites? Yeah, you used to come here all the time. I'm sure you've got some you prefer. Look of surprise from her is quickly hidden by her turning her chair back around. Fine, my favorites then. My favorites. Pushes her wheelchair with purpose towards a particularly large screen in the corner. Looking at it closer, there's a large block connected to it and dull multicolored sticks hanging off the sides with wires. Oh, damn it. Look up at the title above the screen. Ruin Robbers. The more I look at it, the more I see where splotches of fresh paint barely cover poorly done marker graffiti. Olivia's pout is so prominent as she glares at the base of the funny-looking block before the screen. They updated it. So it should be better then, right? Her pout breaks, transforming into a depressed frown as her eyes seem to gloss over. I follow her gaze to the metal plate at the base and try to better understand. She looks pretty well maintained, if you ask me. Something wrong with it? They added a foot pedal for the cover action. I test the plate, feeling it sink down and noticing the video demo on screen changes to a screen with a bunch of ass with numbers next to each instance. This sucks. Livia's hands curl into fists as she glares at the machine. A twinge runs through my chest when I look back to the frustrated Dino Girl. One aspect of her favorite pastimes has been changed in a way that almost robs her of it. So my eyes away to my feet, the sensation leaving as I do, and a flash of brilliance overcomes me as I look up my loafers. Hey, I've got an idea. I know what you're gonna say, and the answer is no. Are you willing to just give up because you can't play it easily? Yes. Pleasing a bit flawed. Her hateful eyes leer venomously at her former favorite game, but I know why the idea. I know my idea will work. Okay, you play then. Haven't you been paying attention? I'll handle the pedal work. Olivia's words are left hanging as she tries to visualize what I'm saying. The confused gaze wanders between even me and the flat rectangle on the floor. The whole time she looks so goofy, I have to withhold a chuckle in fear of her clawing me. She must have realized, though, as she snatches the light gun from my hand, her cheeks bearing a red hue. Fine. One game. She looks at the light gun in her hand and takes a deep breath. You better do your job right, Inko. Give Olivia a nod and she wheels herself right next to the arcade machine. Gimme! Reaches out from my hand and goes to take it before I could respond. She takes it for a split second and then moves down to grab my wrist instead. Her scales are soft and cool. Hit the pedal when I squeeze, capiche? That's a way to do it. That's a technique. That's kind of cute. I really like that. I nod in affirmation and Olivia blasts the start button into pieces. Oh yeah, of course, because that's how some of those go. Not so tight. Dude, hit the damn pedal. Like playing with controller lag. Inko! Sorry. Holy crap, this is worse than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm Guy that makes sense. Here, you can see I put the respawning enemies in front of a place you're focused across. I came up with this idea while eating a bird. I don't even want to staple my ears to me. Fucking damn it, not again. Oh, this game sucks. Want to play again? She's a bit intense. When Olivia finally releases her grip on my wrist, I feel my blood rushing through the imprint she left. We ended up playing 4 or 5 games total. That's probably enough. I'm good to move on. You sure? I don't want to keep you here all day. Olivia looks over the machine one last time before sliding the plastic gun back into its slot. I'm still a bit disappointed they changed it, but thanks. Alright, there's better games around anyway. Let's go. A stray thought from before I really got to know Olivia careens to the forefront of my mind. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who or when, but I do know it's proof she's got that fire in her. Fire in her. Before she can roll away too far, my hand takes hold of one of her chair's grips, jolting the Dino from her sullen stupor. Say, I've got an idea, Hot Wheels. Why don't we try the fighting game you were so good at? The fighting game? Olivia's jaw clicks shut and her hands ring together tightly. Arcade cabinets can't change, right? I mean, the gaze turns towards the opposite end of the arcade, and I can hear the loud hollers of competition from here. Come on, Hot Wheels, what do you say? The name seems to invigorate her. Her glacier arises, hardening and her ivory claws touching at her wheels. Eerie grin creeps across her features, tongue polishing an incisor as her predatory eyes latch onto a particular cabinet in the far side. Oh, if only she'd look at me like she looks at that cabinet. Holy fucking shit, we'd be melting at the seams. Olivia picks a direction and speeds off, parking the sea of sweaty dinos and leaving a small space of safety in her wake. After a short while passing some digital pachinko machines, she looks at me for a moment as if to confirm my presence and to say, "Don't lose me." And then yanks her wheelchair to launch herself through the building towards a new destination. What? Hey! Finally give chase, following as best I can while avoiding the rest of the awestruck players that just witnessed the high-speed dino girl shoving them aside in her wake. As I get closer, the atmosphere seems to grow thicker and the very air becoming dank and heavy, almost as if someone dialed a humidifier up to 11. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breath and try to cool down as my shades begin to fog up. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. I'd heard things, but I thought they were jokes. Hi, how you doing? Through the fog, I spot Liz, or rather Liz's head, sticking above the crowds. Well, no shit. Yo, you found us! Getting closer, Damien and Liz's head come into view. Olivia stops and checks one last time that I didn't get washed away in the crowd. Then moves past Damien and Liz. Whoa, that's a new pose for Liz. Coming to a screeching halt next to a particular cabinet that's occupied by somebody else. He removes a shiny coin from her pocket, placing it firmly down on the controls of the current player who hardly glances at her. As I step, whoa. Oh, that is a nerd you are going to defeat the fuck out of, this Rhyhorn-looking motherfucker. The greaseball Ankylosaur, I was about to say Ankylosaur, but that's not Ankylosaur, without even looking away from the cabinet, starts rattling off his credentials to Olivia as if it was a job interview.
You know the best Jurassic player this side of Volcaldra, right? Double S rank, 3 online tournament wins. Besides, it's 50 cents. Now,
shut up and nut up already. Nice! Olivia's voice causes the Ankylosaur to grimace and finally turn his head.
You really want to try me?
Look, what was it? Look, Tiny Tim, you gotta know that his jaws click shut as his eyes manage to sweep above and then down to Olivia. His eyes squinting as his retina slowly adjusts the low lighting of something not displaying brightly colored pixelated characters.
Bro, you know you can't be bringing chairs over here, not after last summer.
Olivia growls and raises a fist, and I think the pale-skinned dino finally sees who is challenging him. His maw flaps helplessly as he tries to explain himself before just stopping himself completely.
Never mind. Sorry.
The Gator girl sighs and taps a finger on the quarter she'd placed down. Rules say you can't refuse, right? His head tilts in confusion. You know, look, you look to be the new champ here, right? Yeah, what was that? Yeah, I am. This is the champ's cabinet, right? Damien's come over by this point, followed closely by Liz's head. Champ's cabinet? Unofficial, but that's the oldest one here. I've been here since the dawn of time. It's like sacred or something. I look over the old machine, the paint on it chipped and possibly covered in marker ink to the point that only legible thing is a very juvenile edit to the game's title. This thing? Yeah, man, they only let the head honchos actually use it. If you're spotted trying without credentials, you end up headbutted. That's bull, but I believe it. Look back to Olivia, who's having a withering stare down with the squat guy she challenged.
Look, lady, I'm a big deal here. Buster Nuts.
Oh my god.
Buster O'Nuts, crown champ in all of Volcaldra. This particular Jurassic machine's got a history. It happens to be the same machine that Dano the Rex Go managed to parry.
Quit stalling and fight me already!
I'm not, I'm just setting the stage is all. Plus, you think you're the only challenger I've got?
Look around, noticing that was now a group surrounding us.
On my title as champion, I'll take all comers now.
A hushed whisper goes through the crowd.
Finally, I form a line now.
Okay.
Tallest to smallest.
What?
Yeah. No cutting.
Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna wipe the floor with you, Buster. I love the fact his name is Buster for that. That's perfect. That is perfect. I don't even play video games. And I'm not really a gamer either.
Too bad. Consider it in the blood tax.
I want to protest further, but Olivia's head turns towards me with a pleading look on her face. Besides, you think I want to put my hands on that thing? Who knows where... We're in! Yeah.
Inko!
Yeah! Come on, Liz, it won't be that bad. You'll still buy the Brachio booth, right? Hold on, I'll come get you. Oh my fucking god, I love that. I love that it's just her head in this conversation while her body's literally somewhere else. And now Damien's like, you're over there, right? I'll come get you. Like, what the fuck, man? This is why this character is the best, and I love it. I love Liz to pieces. Like, what a fucking great character concept, whose head can be one place and their body elsewhere.
Fine, let's just make this quick.
Liz reluctantly steps forward to the arcade cabinet. Oh, because she is the tallest. She has to play first because she's... Because her head is literally in the stratosphere. Her damn. Towards the arcade cabinet, a crooked smile forming on the self-proclaimed champion's face. It doesn't take long for Liz to completely lose. The large ankylosaur's hands move like a blur as they dance across the controls, pummeling their digital opponent to the ground. This is going to give Olivia time to better learn his strategies and how to counter him, which is going to be great.
You know, just as we're metagaming here. Nerd emoji.
As boastful as he was earlier, he at least proved that he was skilled at Jurassic. The screen displaying perfect after only a minute against Liz. Liz crosses her arms and starts heading back to the old seat in the booth, head in tow with a pout. Buster leans his head back against his clasped hands to make a show that it was no big deal.
Next victim.
Damien struts to the cabinet and jams his hands in his pocket for his change. Is there a whole piggy bank in there?
Haven't seen your group around before. Tourists?
Oh nah, Liv and I used to come here all the time. That's been tough, you know, so we got some friends to come along this little trip down memory lane. Lighten the mood a bit. This place hasn't changed much in years either. Aha! He hoists the quarters high and jams them into the slot. Oh, there's even a flash. Once more the screen lights up and the character selection music busts in. Choose your character! Buster considers his selection, and ultimately chooses the same character. Damien jams on the buttons. What? He picks his foot. What's with that death glare? Damien just picked a counter to his character. Oh, okay, yeah, he's not happy. Probably expects all of us to be beginners. Buster does seem a bit more tense now. Been a while since then, though. Her explanation is cut short as her words take on a scratchy quality to them. Hey, you okay? What? I'm fine. I can go and refill your canteen pretty quick. Sure, thanks. He reaches behind her and unhooks a severely dented water bottle from her chair. You guys are done already? Hi, Liv. No, just refilling Olivia's bottle. Guess I'm gonna miss Damien's match. Say, Liz, this sticker here, what is this? The head comes in close as she eyes the weird brand on the canteen. Oh, it's from some really old show. Like back in the 90s old. Why? Just curious is all. Alright. Well, I never really asked Olivia about it. Maybe I should. After all, I think I recall watching a video essay about it once. I could never really get into all the stuff. The animation always looks so choppy. Recapping the bottle, I lead Liz's head back to the fighting game section. Oh, I'm leading Liz's head. Amazing. It's surprising that Damien and Buster are still playing. It's time both of their hands slamming furiously on controls. Oh, this time both of their hands slamming furiously on the controls. They're both fucking trying. Look at him. He's sweating. He's like, ah. A crowd has even formed around the duo, exchanging low whispers as they watch the old TRT screen. I pick out Olivia at the front of the crowd, close to the cabinet, so she's able to clearly watch. She's hyper-focused to the point that when I swish the bottle in front of her face, she just leans over and keeps watching. Evil it is, then. I hold the canteen above her muzzle and carefully tip it over until a few drops fall on her face. Her tongue laps along her lips and swipes at the nourishing droplets before glaring at me. Hey! Here you go, fresh from the latrine. Ah. Takes the bottle and downs most of it right away before clearing her throat. Thanks. How's Damien's match going? Well, he's getting too aggressive. He is? Yeah, Buster picked a rushdown character, so Damien picked a zoner to keep Buster at a distance. Problem is that zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and are even worse with mix-ups, which means that if Buster is able to get into Damien's hurt box, he's gonna get super punished and might even lose the set in a single. Wait a second, I'm human. So Damien has to keep his distance. It's not looking good for it. It's not looking good for him. He's probably gonna... Ah, crap! Olivia and I watch from the sidelines as over the next few seconds, Buster pulls off an impressive series of moves that crush Damien's character into the ground. Almost like he was waiting for us to get back.
Wow, you actually knew how to play.
Buster jams up an accusing finger my way as though marking me for death.
You're next.
Damien's expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and reassumes his usually jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. Like fighting the Elite Four, fucking hell. I nervously step up to the cabinet. A plethora of characters in various fighting poses stare back at me, each with their own promises of victory. I recall an old saying Coach Solly once said, "If we do not know what we are doing, then the opposing team certainly can't anticipate our future actions." Yeah, you see, this is why I lose the most to bad players in DBD. I tap my joystick over till the large question mark in the middle of the screen is highlighted, to the astonishment of spectators and my visibly nervous opponent. My opponent besides me seems exceptionally calm as he manipulates his controls. Compared to me, trying out every button and stick input to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Unlike Damien, who at least looked like he was holding his own against bloated Buster, I was getting the digital crap kicked out of me. Every attempt I made was met by my character being grabbed and thrown in some ridiculously elaborate way. By the time the perfect announcement plays out on the screen, I can feel my wrists cramping from the crazy amount of button mashing I'd just done in a minute. At least I lasted a little longer than Liz.
Don't feel too bad. I am the best here after all.
The snort-filled laughter. It just sounds more like Squilly and Fancy Son, if anything.
Still working the cash register, Squiddy?
The snort-filled laughter grates on my ears as I walk back to my friends, all of them staring daggers at the pace-to-scale dino. The rest of the crowd are in uproar, along with him, and I can feel my ears heat up at their tension. Olivia's eyes are narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing roughly against the ground as she waits for the laughter to die down and her turn to finally begin.
I just finished wiping the floor with your friends while hardly breaking a sweat. Just so you know who you're dealing with, I'm Buster Nuts. Buster a Nuts, achiever of octaves in the annual Jurassic Wisconsin E-Tournament, demolisher of Ikara, second best player of 2007 to 2012, and co-leader of the Midwestern branch of the Mighty Mammoths Gamers Guild. The only thing I don't have is bitches or a big penis. You won't look bad for ducking out. Or are you ready to get busted?
Fucking... We love Olivia. You're fat. Fucking, yeah. Hit him with it. Oh, that's so good.
You know you can still back out of this.
Olivia's response is to insert her coin slowly without breaking eye contact with Buster, with what I could only describe as a predatory leer. Oh, fuck yeah. She then slams her fist on the start button. Let's go! Buster instantly moves his cursor towards a different character. Damien next to me lets out a soft gasp. What's wrong? Buster's character is like 3 kinds of bullshit is what's wrong. What? Well, for one thing, he's usually gentleman's band. He's usually gentleman's band in tourneys, and his mouth is moving, but all that comes out is alien words. Buster lets out a chuckle and turns to look at Olivia, giving her a smug grin. Olivia doesn't seem at all fazed by Buster's character choice, clicking her joystick lazily. Soon as Olivia picks her character, the game's announcer blares the name aloud. Wani Long! Damien turns to look at me, the excitement in his face is overbearing. That's Olivia's main, oh man! This'll be one hell of a fight if Olivia's breaking her out. So is this Wani Long a good character? Shortest explanation you'll understand is yes. What's the long one? If you don't know what a Shoto is, okay, yeah. It'll take a long time to explain here. Bah. While Damien rambles on, I recall Olivia's motivation just to get here. That look she had. More than anything piques my curiosity. So how good is Olivia with her? Damien's reply is to only give me a wide, big grin. Oh, you'll see. A loud soundbite from the captain's speaker signals the start of Olivia's match. Given the way Damien spoke of Olivia's skills like it was derived from an ancient scroll, I expected it to be a flurry of pixelated beatdowns and tactical controller play, but instead it looked like nothing at all. On the large display, both characters are just shifting back and forth, the joysticks in Olivia and Buster's hands clacking about furiously. Honestly, it's more like they're attempting to make their digital avatars tap dance. Ooh. Wait, did I miss something? I don't want to turn my eyes away in case something happens. No, like they're trying to get a read on each other. It's like they're trying to predict what the other will do so they can counter and steal the match. Oh. So are they... So like their size... There's a heavy crack and a thump on the floor in front of me. Olivia's tail lashed at the base of the cabinet while Buster's Thagomizer had managed to crack into the concrete floor beneath him. On the screen, the characters finally made contact and sent each other flying in opposite directions. Behind me, the crowd started cheering, finally excited there was some actual action happening. Damien is hollering next to me, cheering on Olivia with all his might. Hey, look at that! Nice! Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Look at Liz. I fucking love Liz! Though the excitement dies down again as the duo resume their cyber posturing. My eyes dive between Olivia and Buster. Olivia's completely absorbed in the match. Her eyes are wide and full of killing intent. Buster, on the other hand, seems like he can barely contain his fury. 10 seconds on the clock, Olivia comes in clutch, punishing Buster's character with an impressive string of attacks. He manages to get away with a single pixel of health just as the time limit runs out. Winner, Wani Long! The crowd goes nuts as Olivia's victory is announced. And you know what? I can't help but cheer along with them. Olivia slumps back on her mobile seat and lets out a sigh before returning to her original position. Buster lets out a snort, twists and stretches his neck and cracks his knuckles before once again gripping the controls tight. Round 2! Clash and trash. The crowds return to a more silent state of observing the match closely. Only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passed around reach me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Weird for him. Surprised he's not doing the... Is he playing with her? Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Damon's shout above the rest of them nearly blew my eardrums, but I shared his sentiment as the stylized characters exchange simple blows. The timer continues to tick down, Buster once again being put on the defensive. With how all the previous bouts went, Buster always had control with a cutthroat level of offense, but I didn't think of him as being this passive. The countdown once again hit 0, this time with Olivia's character slouching in defeat and the crowd cheering again, though less enthusiastically than before. You got this, Olivia, just one more win and you're champ again! Is it again? Yeah. Olivia's shoulders tense up at what he said, and all eyes stare directly at her. Damien! Come on, Hot Wheels, show him why you're the best! She groans a bit and refocuses on the screen. The group simmers down to silence in anticipation of the final, at the start of the final match. The sudden silence actually catches me off guard for a second, long enough for my own doubts to catch up to me. Buster's playstyle, it's like he's not really trying. The match starts and the hype flares right back up. That's stupid of me to even think. He's a Gamer Bro champion type. He's got way too much to lose. And yet... Hey, Damien? Yeah? You notice something off about how Buster's playing? You notice it too? Guess I'm not just paranoid then. Like, I don't really watch your match. I didn't really watch your match, but he was always so... passive? No. But like, these two are crazy good, so maybe this is all mind games? As if he's going to throw the game and let her win? We glance back at the ongoing battle happening on screen, and I take notice of Buster's hand movements. As Olivia launches her character into a furious combo, sure enough, Buster hesitates just enough to let his fighter get hit by the first blow. That's brilliant timing. This is crazy. Huh? Then it hits me all at once like a freight train. The way Buster was looking down at Olivia, how he didn't want to take her challenge, all the excuses he was giving. He's a virgin. But also, he's throwing the whole match, isn't he? Damn it. Even here, Olivia was right. Damien, I think he's taking it easy on her. You think so? Damien takes a moment to ponder what I said. Dang, even here. That's what I was thinking. Could we do something? Well, interrupt the match? Everyone else is having fun. The crowd whoops again. Only now it sounds a bit different. Hollow mocking. Damien's frill sags with concern. He turns to me. Well, what we came here for is a good time. She can't tell. What's the harm? Jeez. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. I hate that he's right. I could stand up for her, but... Thinking back to the confrontation with Mia, standing up for her there didn't pay off either. But that was a while ago, I just don't know. I look over the crowd again. The match is about halfway done, judging by the remaining health pools. Ooh. Cheer her on, come on. I know Olivia normally doesn't like this from strangers, but I'm no stranger to Olivia. She knows my intentions. We're friends. On screen, it looks like the characters are about to strike one another with their feet. I cut my hands around my mouth. Go, Olivia! Uh-oh. You got this! Damien recoils from my scream. Or maybe I popped his eardrum, judging by the glare he levels at me. Then he raises 2 fingers to his mouth. Whee! Heck yeah, you got this! Even Liz tries to join in, shouting down at the crowd with her own cheers. Ah, cutie. Oh, you know what would be cool? You can do it, Hot Wheels! Yeah, go Hot Wheels, go! Olivia flinches and turns her head to look back at us a bit. Curiously, so does her opponent. She sees us cheering and she gets her usual disfavoring furrowed brow. No way I'm sticking to my guns. Eyes on the screen, Hot Wheels, he's gonna get you! Beat him without even looking! She stares right through the crowd at me. It's only an instant, but it feels longer. But a subtle scowl cracks. And it completely falls into a smirk back at us. Ah. Faces back to the screen with renewed vigor. Buster shakes his head to snap himself out of his own slog. Looks like he was only intending to lose by a little. He's picking up the pace now. Only... Time! Match time's out. Bah! Dang, wanna go another round? People need a winner. Actually, mind if I run to the restroom real fast? Shit, yeah, it's down that way. Olivia turns and smiles at me again. It's warm. Then goes off to the restroom. Buster waits for her to be out of earshot and scrambles over to Damien and I. Hey, you two. You guys weren't serious, right? Huh? You were saying Hot Wheels? That's not really her, right? The Hot Wheels from a decade ago? Yep, it's her. Why? Damn, I feel like a jackass now. You were throwing for her, weren't you? A little. Your buddy Finhead gave me some sob story about her during our match, and I felt bad, okay? Who wants to be known as the asshole that picks on cripples? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, Buster was being hospitable to the young lady. Ooh, who the fuck? Shut the... Yo, Buster, you simping? Piss off! But yeah, I didn't mean any disrespect or anything. Crap, I didn't know she had history here. I should have more respect than that. What'll you do now? I'll play for real. It's what she deserves. That's all we ask. Buster nods and turns with a thumbs up. He cracks his knuckles and neck in preparation for his last legitimate match of the day. Let's go! You're still kind of simping, though. Dude, it's like fucking Twitch chat. Shut the hell up, Dave! Yeah, he's even called Dave. Olivia returns, sliding up to the machine once more. Thanks for waiting. No problem. Ready? You know it. Good, because you're going down this time. Yeah! Fucking Liz. Just before, Buster chooses the OP character and Olivia picks Wani Long. Just soon as the in-game announcer yells, "Fight!" Buster immediately goes in for the kill, the total opposite of how he was playing last match. Catches Olivia off guard for a moment, leading her character to eat a massive combo that takes away a good chunk of her health. True to his word, he isn't holding back this time for Olivia's sake, dealing her the same level of beatdown brutally he gave to his opponents before her. This seems to only invigorate her, putting her skills and hands into overdrive. Let's fucking go! Even though Buster is going at full force, Olivia still managed to get Wani Long to land a few punches and kicks, along with evading some attacks. The crowd seems to notice the reappearance of Buster's lethality, causing an uproar of cheering and whoops. Damien, of course, follows suit. You got this, Hot Wheels! Kick his ass! Can't let him be the only one, right? Show him why you're the champ! Unfortunately, not even Olivia could beat Buster's true fighting skills, and like his previous opponents. Kobold wins! KO Bold wins! Ah. Oh, but it was just one match. It was just one game out of a match, no? The crowd is a mix of groans and cheers in excitement at the ill-fated defeat of Olivia. Buster crossed his arms, basking in his self-pride of beating the legendary Hot Wheels. Damn, you really handed my ass to me. Didn't I say I was kind of a big deal around here? Oh, yeah. Oh, was it? Yeah. Though I gotta admit, you gave me a real challenge. I see why you were known as the champ. Thanks. If you're ever up for a rematch, you know where to find me. With that, Olivia makes her way over to us, a smile beaming across her face. Cutie! Alright, who's next? None of us. We exit the crowd into a more spacious part of the arcade. That was awesome, Liv. You really gave him a run for his money. I know, right? I mean, I know I'm a bit rusty, but the moment I got my hands on the controls and he gave me a real fight, I was so close to beating him. Despite having been outmatched and losing to Buster, she seems to be having even more fun than ever. I'm feeling all jittery after that fight. That's the gamer rush settling in ya. Hey, you know they sell food here, right? We should get some snacks to celebrate. Well, I was smelling grease. I was just assuming it was... He takes his own order and starts marching off in another direction. Damien, wait for the rest of us. Food, huh? You know what? I could go for a little something. Yeah? It is getting pretty late. Come on, they went this way. Olivia starts plowing through the crowd once more. Oh boy, this again? I'll call it exercise. He offered to pay for Olivia and myself, but the last thing I want for him to do is drain his wallet any further, knowing their living situation. It's barely over $10, so it's not like it bothers me. Olivia had gotten an order of chicken wings slathered in hot sauce. I just went for the classic chicken strips and one of the sodas I recognized from the school vending machine. We take a seat at one of the few open tables, and I struggle not to think about how often they were cleaned. Yeah, Damien doesn't bother sitting with us, he just heads right back into the fray with both arms occupied by his dinner. Liz follows after Damien to keep track of him. At least her head does. Olivia even barely sets her tray down before. I certainly shift my way from the maelstrom of molars and claws. Damien probably said he'd cover the meal because he knew Olivia would get like this. Sheesh, Hot Wheels, would you like some actual meat on that? I don't even know wings and bows could get that big. Olivia responds by snapping the bone in two with her teeth. The marrow squirts out a little. Oh! She has to get a napkin to wipe away her cheek. Or wipe her cheek. Suddenly my own chicken tender meal looks more unsavory, so I push it aside and closer to the tooth tornado. Tooth tornado. It only takes moments for her to accept my offering with no manners whatsoever. Thank you. Don't mention it. So, after we finish, any other plans? Olivia ponders on my words while rolling a bone around her mouth like it's a lollipop stick. It's just a chicken bone, Inko. An oddly large chicken bone. I don't know. I've basically done all I want to do by now. Damon's probably got another 20 minutes before he burns out. I'm cool to hang here unless you want to do something. I actually don't play games much. Inko, you are really one of the most boring motherfuckers on the planet. I'm not saying that just because you don't play games. You don't do fucking anything. You walk around and take pictures, and that is it. Jesus, I had fun playing with you, though. Olivia looks away for some reason. We should do this sort of thing more often. Yeah? Of course, I've never had this much fun outside of my previous schools, mainly because I never had many friends to hang out with. That's kind of sad. It is, but it looks like moving here was a change for the better. Photographer that needs skill and time, my friend. Yeah, it does. I appreciate that, but that is one hobby among many you could have. Plus, it's just fun hanging out with you. Though stained with sauce, Olivia's lips curled into a smile. And Liz and Damien too, of course. Though I have to admit, the way Liz gravitates towards Damien, it's almost like she had this all set up. What do you mean? Well, Damien and Liz are pretty close, so maybe she's using this as an opportunity for them to get closer. It's almost like we're on a double date or something. She jerks back to me, completely attentive. Did I say something? Really? Oh! Yeah, it's kind of funny. Since we hang out together pretty often, people might start thinking we're together. Something whips into my back. Ah! Olivia grabs hold of her tail. Crap, sorry. Yeah. I had fun today. Going out like this for the first time in ages, seeing this place again, it's nice. That Buster guy said they renovated it a bit in the last few years. Has anything else changed? He looks into the depths of the arcade looking for anything different. I know. You know what? I think the wallpaper's changed. But other than that... Turns back to me with a nostalgic grin. Nope, it stayed the same. You know what has changed, though? What? The people here? What, like employees? Them too, but I mean the regulars. When we came here, the place was always more, Her tongue probes her cheek as she considers different words. More... hectic? No, more packed. It was so easy getting through here today. Caught her almost running some people over to get across the building. With the look she had back then, I don't think she'd have noticed if she had. Olivia's gaze lingers back towards the arcade machines. Back then, every machine was crowded. It was a lot louder, and there was always this... There's something in the air that had everyone excited. What about when you and that guy were playing Jurassic Kick? Okay, yeah, it was like that. But way more. Like, it felt like every machine had a crowd around it, everyone just getting crazy, and it was always a pain to wait your turn. With the heaviest of sighs, Olivia turns back toward me. Just feels empty, like everything else nowadays. I mean, empty is good. You were able to get around easily. Near hit and runs notwithstanding. And personally, this place feels crazy to me. Even here in the tiny food court, I can feel the rumbling loudness of all the people here resonate through my body. Only in response was a non-committal hum. Olivia handles her flask carefully, staring down the sticker I'd noticed earlier with a wistful look. Remember that Liz mentioned about it being from an old show she watched. Say, I noticed that sticker when I went to refill it. What's it from? Oh, that? It's from some old anime that I remember watching growing up. It's nothing really special. From some anime, huh? What's it about? You wanna know? No! No! Okay. That's adorable. We fucking love that. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I like the idea of just, like, the whole weeb autism trigger thing. The whole weeb autism trigger trope, you know. Because it's usually mocked. the second someone so much as mentions something related to an anime, their eyes widen, their mouth starts drooling, and they're like, "You want to know? Do you want to see my entire collection of plushies?" You know, that's often the joke. But anyway, sure, I never really caught on to the whole anime stuff, but I'd like to know what it's about. Well, if you really do want to know, it's not like any other anime. It's called Gundam, and uh-oh. Oh my god! I saw that. Yeah, look at that excited one! Look at the excited one! Ah, I love that. The next 5 minutes, Olivia tries to summarize the premise of Gundam in detail. Given that I'm as clueless to it as I was the fighting terminology, the plot sounds completely esoteric. The sticker is of the symbol worn by a faction of space noids fighting for their independence. But that's alternative universe stuff. Oh, and then there's this martial arts one. As she continues her description of the franchise, I start to realize how enamored I've become. Not just about hearing the show, but from seeing Olivia talking about her favorite show with such passion and energy. I find myself engrossed in her voice as she recounts a particular version of the anime, as she's even taken to emulating segments from the show. And in the end, he finally admits it, and it's one of the best romances Gundam's done, and her sudden pause worries me. What's wrong? Nothing. Doesn't sound like nothing, rather given the roughness in her tone, her throat finally ran dry. Do you need another refill? I'm good. She drinks deeply from the canteen and had started this all off. It's been a while since she talked herself dry like that. In fact, I can't recall the last time she desperately needed to hydrate like that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna do the same. She releases the canteen and lets a breath of relief out. Better? Olivia nods. Yeah, anyway, where'd I leave... Actually, I've probably been babbling on too long about it. Oh no, I don't mind at all. Nah, it's fine. Besides, you let me talk about my favorite show, so tell me about yours. Mine? Well, I haven't finished anything, just mostly video essays about old shows. God, you fucking shit! You don't even watch anything! You watch nothing, you play nothing, you do nothing, there is nothing. You are nothing! Olivia sure has taste. She can tell me exactly what kind of show she likes and why she likes it. I just know bits of trivia. No, that can't be right. Okay. Okay, get on with it. Oh, shoot. I have no swag. Yeah, you got fucking nothing. Guess I spent more time watching in-depth video essays about shows than actually watching them. Man, that's embarrassing. No, it's not. Okay, maybe a little. But it's never too late to get into it. See what you do or don't like. Next time you're at my place, we can binge-watch a whole anime series. I like the sound of that. But if it ever gets too intense, you can always watch Power Raptors with Vinny. Hey, I would love to do... What do you mean, hey? That would be fucking sick. Ah, relax. Toku shows like that aren't just for kids to like. Funny, though. I remember my dad letting me watch it as a kid, and Vinny got into it because I showed him. If you don't mind me asking, you mentioned that your dad's in and out of town because of his job. What is it exactly? He's on contract with the DoD. Wow, really? Yep, been working with the Air Force since I was a baby. Normally he isn't called that often, but when he does, it's pretty lengthy weeks, even months. That must suck. It isn't all too bad. We still call each other and send messages. The work just keeps him busy. Well, that's good. Keeping in touch with your folks is important. Why do I feel sad now? What about your parents? What's their job? Oh, mine are joint partners in architect. It's why we move around a lot, and the main reason why I live here in Volcaldera to begin with. Ah, now it all makes sense. What does? You know, points at my shades and jacket. Having on a jacket and shades doesn't automatically make me rich, Olivia. Dude, who else wears clothes from Amber and Kroby and Flint and has extra pairs of Ray A-bands sunglasses on them? People in mansions, that's who. I don't live in a mansion. For your information, it's a 2-story complex with an automatic gate and, I see what you mean. Now you get it, moneybags. Suddenly Liz starts waving her hands around excitedly. That's so funny. What the? Wait, are they smooching? Oh, they're not. They're not kissing, but I wish they were. Inko! Olivia! Damien comes rushing in, both arms filled with a pile of tickets. Whoa, mama, there's a lot of tickets. The other end is still trailing behind him. Damien's got the jackpot at Megala Millionaire. This is probably like 1,000 tickets. I'm gonna see what it gets at the prize corner. Come on, it's gonna get you a novelty pen. Or an eraser. You do realize that, right? It's gonna get you fucking hot garbage. It's not getting you an iPad or anything. Alright, yeah, you done eating, Olivia? He takes the basket of chicken strips and pushes back from the table. Yeah. I roll my eyes and follow behind Damien to the prize counter. He plops his winning stash on the counter in front of the unamused clerk. So, what'll this get me? Nothing. You need to drop those tickets and... drop those in a ticket counter first. Ah, damn, nearly forgot. He rushes off to get them counted, and I look over the options. There's a few old games on the top shelf for several thousand. What's the exchange rate supposed to be? Below me in the glass counter is a bunch of candy and small plastic novelties? Yeah, novelties. There's also a lot of joke items, whoopee cushions, air horns, things like that. In one corner, in a series of licensed generic plush toys hanging. What do you think you'll get? Probably the mini RC car. Well, no, maybe the plasma globe. Oh, that sounds fucking cool. I'd get that. I would so get that. That's an ADHD's dream. He's going to get a handful of candy and let us have the rest. You think so? Alright, I'm back. He hands the ticket over. I spot the number 1247 printed on the ticket. Nice. Dang, that's enough for one of those, for one of the plushies on the wall. Let's see. I want... Hey, how about that? He points to a small foosball table on the top shelf. The clerk glances up at it and back. That's gonna be like another few thousand. Ah, damn it! Well, I'm out of ideas. I guess I'll have some of those then. Clerk gets a small bag of chocolates from the display. He's such a fucking... You see, there really is nothing behind those eyes, is there? You guys can have the rest. I don't really need anything here. Nothing's really speaking to me either. I might want something. Olivia scans the corner. There's still enough tickets for a medium prize. She might be going for a paddleball or something. Whoa, look at that. She points to the plushie in the corner. The blue slug thing? No, next to it. Oh, look at it. Ah, that's cute. There's a weird dark green thing hanging in the corner. The only one of its kind. I kind of want to drop kick it. What the fuck? Inko, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Why is our protagonist such a fucking twat? That one? I don't know, something about it really makes me want to, I don't know, tie it to a firework and set it off in a deep fryer? Into a deep fryer? Okay. I was just thinking the same thing. You guys are rude. I'm not saying you're wrong, though. He looks like he looks like he's the reason we have taxes. I hate his face. He thinks he's better than all of us. I've gotten used to it. It's been around for years. Tell it I hate it. Tell it I hate it. You don't really want it, right, Olivia? Wow, it's just like me. Her eyes are bright and wide. She's in love. Oh. Oh, come on. It's fucking cute. Oh, look. Oh, look. Look at that little transition. You bloop. The clerk hands her the stuffed toy and she looks deep into its beady eyes. Yep, just like me. I'm going to set that on fire sometime. Not if you like having both arms. We have two for a reason. The argument continues for several minutes. Guys, it's getting late. Think it's time we head out. Ah, shoot, she's right. Even though the weekend starts tomorrow, I still have a curfew that my folks are strict about. Who said that? Oh, okay. Agreed. Aw. I guess, you're right. On the way out, Damien stops and breathes in deeply. You know, this was a lot of fun. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Coming all here together for the first time in a while. Thanks for taking us, Liz. Oh, it's not a problem. Thank you guys, too. Yeah, man, it was fun. We should do this again sometime. Is it just like you remember it? Even better. I know I was a bit meh about the idea at first, but I'll admit, it was worth it. Aww. Aww, why would you hate this? Like, come on. Aww. This is so sweet. Aww. I'm just saying, you should try hiding pencils in its ears until they come out the other side of its head. If anyone hurts him, I'll kill ya. He stares with razor intent back at Damien. Aww. Okay, let's not get too fratricide over a plush animal. Olivia hugs the wretched thing tighter. So Inko, you want me to drop you off at your place? Oh, dang, yes please. Hadn't thought of that. I quickly send Liz the address to my house, which she puts into Google Maps. Buckled in, we head out to the parking lot and onto the main road. Entering the freeway, we pass by the city now illuminated. The early fall sunset bathes the car's interior a warm orange, and as we make our way home, find myself recalling all the spots Olivia had highlighted. I wanted to ask her again just so I know for sure, but seeing her rest peacefully gave me pause. Well, I suppose I can ask her another time. Better to let sleeping gators lie. Wait, lay? Let her rest. She had fun. Now she's tired, and that's all that matters. I know Olivia mentioned that the place was updated, but I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say that it looked a bit too grimy. Just hope I don't get sick. Yep, I got sick. I've been completely out the whole weekend, sick like a dog. Must have caught it at the arcade. At first it was just a slight headache and a stuffy nose, but Sunday felt like my bones were made out of paper mache. Couldn't even go to school today. Man, that sucks. Okay. Finish up the cup of medicine I'd made and go back to my noodles. The only reason I'm even conscious right now is because I figured some soup would help with splitting headaches. And I made sure the pantry is still stocked with a cup of ramen. I shovel even more instant noodles into my mouth as I lay splayed on the couch, trying to watch whatever's on the TV. Eventually I decide to set the salty goodness aside in favor of scrolling through the notifications on my cell phone. Of course I got a few dozen from Damien. Bless his heart, he's been giving me an hourly play-by-play of the school day. Got a few messages from Liz too. She's also filling me on the school day, albeit not nearly as often as Damien. Even Olivia messaged me, and I feel oddly soothed as I read her well wishes. Suddenly get another notification. This time from Ben. It's a PDF of my homework, followed soon by a simple get well soon animated emoji. Fucking dickhead. Aren't I popular? I'll be sure to thank them in person when I'm better. Another way the fuzziness washes over me, so I pop a few flu meds and chase it down with another gulp of the lukewarm chicken broth. 3 days of being sick as a dog, and it's only occurring to me that I haven't seen any sign of... Huh. I thought I already got my grocery delivery today, or was that yesterday? Whatever, I pushed myself upright from the couch, turned sick bed, uncaring for all the styrofoam noodle clumps and plastic wrappers that fall onto my carpet. Wow, I really let things get out of hand. Dude, it happens when you're ill, alright? Like, you just kinda let it slide. When you're ill, you're ill. There's only so much you can do. One hand works to undo the locks while I'm focusing on finding my wallet with the other. Damn, poofy sleaze, if they weren't so What's up? You dead yet? Range. Olivia? What are you doing here? In spite of her cheerful greeting, Olivia shifts side to side in her seat and her knees totted together. Mr. Idekan wanted me to give you the project worksheets for his classes. Pulls her backpack up from behind her chair and reaches in, drawing out a manila envelope and waving it in my face. I don't know what that means. My dizziness intensifies as my eyes attempt to track the rapidly moving object in front of them. Oh, the one about Baroque. Thanks. I'm pretty sure Ben had just sent me those as a PDF. She snorts and lets the packet go, my hands fumbling to catch it before it hits the floor. Without batting an eye, Olivia pushes past me as if wandering into someone's house is an everyday occurrence for her. Come on, the project isn't gonna the project isn't gonna finish itself. Huh? She's already wheeled herself to my couch and sat her backpack on the coffee table. Yeah, I figured you could use some help on it, or... balks at the mountain of junk I left. I think her nose crinkles hard to tell from so far away. Damn, Inko, you live like this? My head finally catches up with what's transpired. Olivia is here now. Cool. What isn't is the sudden onset of vertigo. Guess I was standing upright for too long. Excuse me, I only managed to stay up just enough thanks to the support of the wall. What? Just how sick are you? Pretty sick. The disgust that was on her face is wiped away when she looks at me. Huh? I wonder why... Why is my floor coming at me? Jesus fucking Christ. Owie. After my impromptu tumble, Olivia had done her best to pull me up and got me to the couch. My robe did make it easy to drag me across the smooth floor of my house. What is this music? Oh yeah? Okay, forget the project. What project? Attaboy. I can't tell if the dizziness is new or not. Olivia's already started picking at the trash mountain, moving what she can into a grocery bag. Watching her with my vision going fuzzy only intensifies the vertigo. I guess I should take more of my medicine. I grab a can of soda from the half-empty case on the table, along with a bottle of cough syrup. Okay, that's your first mistake, you fucking idiot. Why are you having soda? Water, dipshit. You're ill. What are you drinking soda for? The only exception I will make for having soda when you are ill is if you feel like your body needs some sugar. If you feel like your body needs some sugar and you haven't got anything really readily available, then maybe a soda's not going to do you so bad if you take it, you know, sip it and do whatever. I don't think sugar goes amiss when you feel like you need a bit of energy because you're lapsing or whatever. I don't know. But, nah. Psst. I upend the can and bottle into the glass I've been using all weekend, watching the delicious mixture slowly become my that word. Giving the glass a good swirl to ensure the best final product, I grin and gulp down my alchemical masterpiece. I don't get to finish the drink, however, as an olive green tail slams my midsection and makes me spit up the drink all over myself. The fuck are you doing? No wonder you've been sick as shit. What? I read out online that it makes the medicine go down easier. Inko, you've been drugging yourself with fucking purple drank. I mean, yeah, it's purple and I drink it. Holy crap, how are you alive? The smell of my spat of drink irritates my nose and I feel my stomach recoil from both the impact and forced purging. I resist the urge to retch, feeling all the energy drain away. Ugh. Feel completely spent again. My vision swims around the world, and the world turns counterclockwise. Feel something on my head, and I'm thankful that something soft and warm and soothingly smooth maneuvers it back onto the couch. Oh my, neat Inko? Inko, are you okay? Oh man, stay there. I'll figure. Or maybe his voice is drowned out by a groaning drone of white noise. Excuse me. Once again, the colors from the outside world bleed and flood into my house? Okay. And I'm still without my rent money. Someone's in here still. They're bent over something. What the fuck? Funny Gator girl on wheels. Hang on, I'll try and help you out. I'm on a drug trip? What the fuck? Big bugs, big hugs, a Wani Hug. Alright, what's going on? Who is this? Where's Lucy? Where's my daughter? if man came from monkeys, then how does Coach Solly exist? That's a good point. There we go. Don't say anything, you're completely incoherent. Wait. Ah, sad. Incoherent. That's my name. Before I can say anything, my being fades into the void. What the fucking hell? I sit up and glance around the room. Mom and Dad aren't back yet, even though it's 6 o'clock. Some business meeting, huh? Wait, no, what's that smell? Dang, something's cooking. Smells nice. Guess Mom is home. Wonder what the occasion is. Normally it's just reheated, whatever. I put the couch pillows back the way my parents like them and head into the kitchen to see what's up. Wow, Mom, that smells good. Shit, sorry. I didn't know you were still... Oh man, I passed out on you, didn't I? The assignment. It's fine. You feeling any better? Oh, are they not around very often? Yeah, they're usually busy with work stuff. Both have busy but well-paying jobs. I'm fine, don't worry. If you say so. Maybe I looks down at the slow cooker and fiddles with one of the dials. Actually, are you? Do you really not have anyone around? No aunts, grandparents, no nothing? My mom's gone and my dad's a whole nother story, but at least he stuck with me. But at least he stuck me with the pains. In a way, I guess you're worse off than me somehow. The last part she spoke was quieter, and with a downcast face, I can't help but feel I wasn't meant to hear it. Well, yeah, you at least have your folks, but I don't think it does much good comparing our situations. I'll just have to be a better parent for my kids. Olivia flinches. I don't know why, though. Isn't that what everyone wants? You plan to start a family? Yeah, of course. What about you? My dad really wants me to. He knows he's pretty far from the idea. He's pretty far from the ideal. He's told me before that he hopes he can make a family work, like how he couldn't. It'd be nice, but I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. I think it can. Well, after you collapsed, I panicked. And I called... Oh. And I called I had to call Mrs. Payne to ask her what to do, if I should call emergency services. She said when this happens to Damien, she just makes him shepherd's pie and waits for him to sleep it off. I had to root through your fridge to find out I had to root through your fridge to find out you have jack shit in terms of ingredients. And your appliances too. I thought a place was as upscale as this would clearly have an air fryer. But all I could find was this slow cooker, so I threw the vegetables that hadn't expired into it with some stock. Should be good for your sinuses at least. Fuck yeah! Nothing wrong with a stew. Fucking dude, I am marrying this woman. A step closer to Olivia, peering into the glass window of the cooker. I didn't even know we had half of whatever's in there. Really? Why would your parents buy this kind of stuff just to let it rot away in your fridge? My mom does like to cook, but she doesn't do it very often. I wish she would. The green grader snorts. Ah. You know, I'm only spoiling you because you're sick. Not that, I just miss dinner, you know? Sitting around the dining room table and talking to each other, we don't really do that anymore, except maybe on holidays. Olivia winces. No kidding. Sorry to pry. I can't help but sigh as I think about my lackluster relationship with Mom and Dad. It's alright. Anyway, I didn't take you for the culinary type, Olivia. The awkwardness of just standing and staring gets to me, so I choose to take a seat at our island table. Man, these chairs are surprisingly comfy. First time the table was even used since we'd moved in. Thinking about it, Olivia's given me a lot of firsts now. Kinda wish Mom would make dinner again, like before she got that promotion. Excuse me. Olivia hums to herself as she moves towards the fridge, pulling out the egg carton and scowling after checking it. How often do you get groceries, Inko? I ordered some earlier. Actual groceries, not that junk. Oh, God, that's such a waste of money. Imagine if you could cook the food you like. I tried to, but my head starts to get a bit lighter. Though now I can practically taste the salivating smell coming from the cooker. Is that why you're in home ec? Yeah. There's another low hum from her as she considers something. I wanted to be ready when I had to have a place of my own. And it's actually relaxing, just keeps my mind and hands busy when I'm alone. Plus, it's either this or, you know, bother Mrs. Payne all the time. Cooker pings, signaling when the stew is finished. Hells yeah. When Olivia takes the lid off, a cloud of steam erupts in the rich aroma of cooked meat and vegetables. Fuck yeah! Can you grab us some bowls? I'm guessing they're in the shelves above. I nod and get up, moving around the table to the shelf with all the bowls. I give the top a quick dust check, sticking it back in and taking the two under it. Yeah. I set the bowls down next to her and she ladles in servings for us. Okay, moneybags, back to the couch. You don't want to eat at the table? I can't. Oh. The island table doesn't have the space for her chair to fit underneath. Plus, I want to enjoy this with some quality entertainment. I figured we could watch something together on that big flat screen you've got. That's okay, right? Sure. Carry both bowls back to the couch, seeing the entire living room has been cleaned up. Man, I really need to make this up to Olivia somehow. Just watching something doesn't feel like a fair deal at all. Not only cooking, but even cleaning up after. I'll find a way to repay her. Dude, fucking wife material. Sit here and tell me she isn't. Like, oh man, I would love nothing more than to have someone do that for me when I'm ill. You know? Oh, like, bro, come on. I set down her dinner on the coffee table. Before Olivia can say a thing, I place both hands on the corner of the couch and push. Didn't think it'd be so hard, but then again, I'm still out of sorts. The space created, however, is enough for Olivia to work the front of her chair in. Olivia gives me an appreciative nod, then angles her chair in a way to let her use her tail on the couch's armrest to pivot herself onto it. Thanks. I give Olivia a small nod and smile as I grab my spoon off the table. Leaning closer to the bowl, the comforting aroma of the soup wafts up my stuffy nose. First time I'm getting goosebumps that aren't caused by cold flashes. I get a good spoonful of Olivia's homemade remedy, making sure to get some meat and veggies as well. Still piping hot, I blow a bit of air on the spoon to cool it down. Pussy. What? Hey, the last thing I need this fever is the second-degree burns all over my tongue. Whatever you say. Once I feel that it's sufficiently cooled, I slurp up my first spoonful. My dry, tired eyes close in bliss as the flavors wash over my taste buds, firing them all off like fireworks. Ah. To describe it as just being good would be a severe understatement. The stock is rich and hearty. The meat is well cooked. It could easily fall off the bone it came from. And the vegetables gave it a nice aromatic touch. Damn, I am fucking hungry now. Sorry. All of it well seasoned and spiced. It's like I'm experiencing that scene from Comty Tui? Okay. Sensing and seeing the different flavors move and dance around in my mind. For a brief moment, I forgot all about my fever and only felt the warm presence of the soup envelop me like a cozy blanket. Aw, dude. Ah, what a feeling. Is it good? Like a record scratch, I'm taken out my experience and brought back to earth by the baryonyx's voice. I look to see Olivia giving me a questioning look, idly crunching and munching her soup. I also realize that I'm sunk into the couch, my arms to the side like ragdolls. Felt like my body was weighed down from both my sickness and the soup. Guess I got lost in the broth. Wow, Olivia, this soup is amazing. Olivia rolls her eyes at my enthusiastic compliment, but lets out a tiny smile. Ah, it's nothing. I just threw shit together in a pot and called it food. Anyone could do that. With weak strength, I lifted myself up from the couch's gravitational pull to better look at the shying Scaly. I'm serious. This is the most delicious soup I've ever had. Olivia moves her head back closer to me, but still avoids my gaze, her smile a little weaker. Alright, I get it. Don't have to make it sound better than it is. It's just helping out with your flu. I'm not saying it because of the flu. Honestly, you have a real talent for cooking. Olivia turns towards me, her smile still small but filled with honest joy. You really think so? I nod, even with the soothing warmth of Olivia's soup settles in, and I manage to return her meek smile with my own tired one. I know so. Okay. Her eyes dart around for anything else to focus on, desperately trying to redirect her fluster. She shakes the flush off her face and cheeks around for her bag. Well, I'll get going. Going? But you wanted me to get caught up on your shows. Well, remote's right there. It's the least I can do to help you. After your help today. What were you wanting to watch? She eyes the remote at the oversized screen on our wall. A few things, nothing in particular. I remember you asking last month for some recommendations, so I've been thinking of a few you might like, but if you're sick and all, I don't want to... Yeah, I'd love to see what you have. My parents probably won't be back for it to hog it for another few hours. If they come back tonight at all. It was a pretty good time. You really sure? Sure, I'm sure. Show me all the deep cultural meaning of animated dinosaur folk cartoons. Oh my god, you're lucky you're sick right now. Yep. Olivia takes the remote and flicks the TV on. After getting over the initial shock of the screen being smaller than she is, she navigates to a streaming site and picks some colorful series I'd only seen in passing. This one has a rough pilot, but it gets better a few episodes in, and the animation is top-notch. She flips the first episode on, and an establishing fight scene unravels while Olivia moves back by the couch with me. Ah, she hasn't got her chair! Then to my surprise, she hefts herself out of her chair and onto the cushion next to me. I move my arm out of the way to make room. Oh, sorry, should have asked. Of course you're welcome to sit. I know, but thanks. We focus back on the show. Well, I do. Olivia's glancing my way after every joke and expensive shot to analyze my reaction. It's me! It's literally me! That's what I do. I love doing that. And when it's not for that, it's a forewarning that something a bit cheesy was about to happen. Eventually, the first episode closes. The heroes are ready to begin their journey for real in the following one. The credits scroll, and Olivia swishes her hair aside with her fingertips. So, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? I liked it, yeah. Really? Ah! Well, they got the whole season. Do you want to see more? Wait, didn't you say you wanted to catch up on your shows? This is the pilot episode. She fumbles the remote in her hands and has to catch it midair. Well, yeah. Just figure you should know what's all going on so you're not lost, you know? But if you want to keep watching this, that's fun too. She quickly pushes... Oh, she's gotten closer. She pushes the button to start the next episode without my response. Cute is all that runs through my mind at her attempts to cover for a small mistake. She's probably just refreshing her memory, and... I wonder why I thought cute fit. Well, it does. Hell, endearing. Every time she glances over as if I wouldn't enjoy the show. Sure, Mom and Dad aren't in any rush back. Characters on screen freeze. Oh shoot, did the Wi-Fi go out again? Tried to stand up, but a brutishly heavy limb anchors my lap back down. Olivia's tail feels like a boulder across my legs, keeping me from standing. Olivia? I just paused it, Inko. Oh. There's a complicated expression on her face. Is it normal? Is what normal? Chews her lips slowly in consideration. Your parents, like, are they not really going to be back? A shrug. They're always busy with work. Feel her shifting next to me. Olivia inched herself closer. Like, when I think about it, I barely see them at all. More shifting. Okay. I wonder sometimes. The tail shifts to my abdomen now. Oh. Does anyone even care? All the movement has stopped as if reality itself has paused. Man, I must be more tired than I thought. I feel my head sway as my muscles ease into putty. I'm sure they do. I look at Olivia, who is shoulder to shoulder with me now. I mean, that's kind of the same. That's kind of the same. Olivia chews her lip as she considers her words. He's always busy too. The whole reason I live with my godparents is because Dad has to travel for work. So he doesn't... I stop myself as I see the faintest wetness in Olivia's eyes. Sorry. Her eyes close and a somber sigh escapes her lips. No, it's fine. I get it, Inko. There's a silence hanging over us now. I copy after the sweet girl next to me, letting my eyes slide close and a sad breath loose. After some time, she breaks the silence with soft and tender words. Of course your parents care. Just like Da, why else would they work so much? But what about me? I wondered just how pathetic that sounded. It's for you, you doof. How else could you afford all these nice things? The words grow quieter as time goes on and my body sinks into numbness again. Da cares enough to work for my sake. Enough to talk my godparents into letting me live with them. They don't have to, and yet I'm burdening them. My mind connects the dots. Mr. Halford talked Randy and Sophie into it, which is why I have to be able to live on my own as soon as I can. Of course, if they don't want me there anymore, that's it for me. I recall just how happy they were to have Olivia rejoin the party. They wouldn't, though. They love you like Damien and Vinny. She shakes the morose thoughts from her head and then looks at me with serious moonshade eyes. Anyway, you should do the same for your parents and for yourself. Wife. My world goes horizontal and I find my head atop the comfiest pillow I'd ever felt. I nod and the nod becomes a nuzzle into said pillow. Above me, Olivia yelps. I try to turn and see what's wrong, but something falls atop my head and keeps it in place. Aww. Nothing. A little tail. The soothingly cool something rubs across my head, drawing me further and further into restful peace. Along with the gentle caress, a deep vibrato emanates from somewhere, resonating in my tired mind. Okay. With the lulling touch and tone, my eyelids grow heavy. Aww. By the time I wake up, Olivia's gone. I check my phone for the time, only to realize it's 4 in the morning.